family. Y'all know y'all my favorite family in the world, right? My favorite family in the world. It is Friday. It is gorgeous here in Georgia today. The weather has warmed up tremendously. Why am I wearing a scarf around my neck? I don't know. Well, I have on a thin jacket and a short sleeve shirt, and the weather has been like really, really chilly. Unusually cold for Georgia since I've been down here. But in any event, today is beautiful, so I'm going to do a little shopping and paying some bills and stuff like that. And I just wanted to chit chat with y'all as usual, as per usual. Relationships, marriage. Why is everybody so focused on the stars, actresses and actors and people who are in the limelight? Why are we so focused on their relationships and we're looking at them as a model to what we should have? That's the question. And people will be like, oh, relationship goals. Don't you know we're never going to post the bad parts of our relationships publicly? That's never going to happen. Every picture that you post is going to be smiling, dressed up, looking like you're having a great life. Everything is fun and fantastic, right? So when you see these images of beautiful people, because we are beautiful, we are a beautiful people. And to see black love, so to speak, it does something to our hearts. It stirs up our emotion. We be like, oh yes, right? And we want to believe that everything in that relationship, especially the people we admire and idolize, we want to believe that everything they got going on is fabulous and that they don't have any hardships. And when you hear of these things, you always think you have the right to give input. And that blows my mind. Like, people, and y'all's mean. Y'all are so mean. You don't have any idea of the intimate details of a person's relationship, right? Of the couple's relationship. And yet, everybody wants to play psychiatrist when something goes wrong. Oh, I knew something was wrong with him. Oh, I knew something was wrong with her. Oh, that's messed up. Probably this. And y'all speculate and come up with all types of things. Mean things. Saying it on public platforms to discredit somebody and to embarrass them when you don't have no idea what happened in that relationship. It's none of your business. First of all, a person's marriage is nobody's business but God's. And people don't get that. Make a big deal out of stuff that shouldn't even concern you because you're not in that marriage. You're not in that thing. You're not a fly on the wall to see what's going on in them homes every day. Where you at? Oh, okay. I'm looking for Ross. I want to see if I can find me something cute. But yeah, we act like we have the right to say what we want to say about these people and that our input is so important. And mind your business. Do you have a happy life, home life? Is your relationship, first of all, are you even in a relationship? Are you married yourself? Because if you are married, you need to be minding your own business and making sure your marriage stays intact. Marriage is not a joke. So I could only imagine what it's like to have a marriage in the limelight, for the public to be all involved, and every little thing you do, people are running around filming you and taking pictures of you. You don't have any privacy. It's already hard. Marriage is hard within itself for regular Joe Schmoes like us, right? It's not an easy thing. A lot of give and take, more giving than taking, right? And sometimes it's lopsided in a relationship. Sometimes the man is doing more giving. Well, most of the time it's the women. We give more giving. We give way more because we're mothers, we're women, so we're nurturers and we're caretakers. So we tend to do more giving than the man. And it's just funny. I don't like to give names, but there's a popular couple. Y'all know who I'm talking about. They just broke up. Y'all are so mean. First, everybody was attacking her because of her clothing and stuff like that, right? I'm not going to give my opinion about that because I feel like when you are a woman of God, you will behave accordingly, right? So that's a personal relationship, so that has nothing to do with me. So y'all were attacking her. about that, right? Now that they have parted ways, people are attacking him. How could he lose such a fine girl? What did he do? Even calling this man gay. I have no idea what he likes and what he dislikes. It's none of my business. But the things that people are saying, y'all are cruel. Y'all are some cruel people. When they were together, everything was hunky-dory, A-OK. Y'all was supportive. Oh, marriage goals, couple goals. Oh, I want to be like them. Now that they split up, everybody has so much to say. Oh, I knew it. Da, 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 da. Y'all are a mess. Y'all are a mess. Mind your own business. You got your own fish to fry. Fry your own fish. Whip out your pan and fry your own fish, because worrying about what somebody else is doing is not going to help you in your relationship or find your relationship. Stop trying to pattern your life after somebody else's. You have no idea what people are going through. I had to share that with, I don't want to say it because I don't want to be putting people out there. But sometimes young ladies wish to have what they see other people have, right? And people look so happy. And me and my husband, we take pictures together. I love that man and he loves me. But we are not always on a high note. We're human beings. He's male, I'm female. So that right there, sometimes we just... Then he has his own upbringing that he was raised, how he was raised. I have my upbringing. We had different perspectives about different things. So in that, there are clashes at times, right? So because we took a picture together don't mean that everything is 100% hunky-dory all the time. No. There's always battles and struggles, ups and downs in relationships. And nobody has the right to look at a couple and say, I want to be like that. You don't know what like that is. And I've said that. I've seen, there's a couple that has been together for years and their pictures on the internet, and you see them as youngins and then you see them today and they have been together for 70 years and you're like, oh, that's amazing. Honey, do you have any idea what they must have gone through to get through them 70 years? And I think that the idea of longevity, throat is itching. Excuse me, y'all. I didn't bring any water with me. But anyway, I think the idea of longevity to us is it's a beautiful thing. And so we all want that. We want companionship. But don't think that you're going to get into a relationship and it's not going to be some hard times. It's going to be hard times. But the hard times are worth it when you guys have the same focus on certain things, same ideas about life, right? When you have those same goals and stuff, you will come together and you can get through those hard times, right? And with the Most High God as the center in it all, because trust and believe, we're going to need him to direct our path, because the laws and foundations that he set for us helps us to get along with one another, because it's all about respect and love, compassion, treating that person as you treat yourself. That's what a marriage is about. That's what a marriage is all about. Remember, what you do to your husband, you're doing it to yourself. What you do to your wife, you're doing it to yourself. And so trying to pattern your life after somebody else is never going to happen, because no two people on the earth are the same. So for sure, no couples are going to be similar. We all are who we are. We're all individuals. We all have our own different way of thinking and doing, and we all have faults and issues and brokenness from the past. Some of us, if we did not heal it, because that's not something that you're supposed to carry for the rest of your life. I want y'all to know that. When the Father said there is healing and deliverance. The world wants you to play the victim role all the time, right? Oh, well, this happened to me in the past, so I have a hard time in relationship. Let it go. Let it go and live. Find your peace and find your joy. Let it go. Forgive and move forward. Stop hanging on the past. It's done. What you do with right now is up to you. And stop holding things in your heart, holding grudges and animosity and holding on to hurt. Healed. Be ye healed. Be ye healed. And move forward and enjoy your life. And stop using things in the past to be an excuse for how you are. You are how you are because you choose to be how you are. We make choices in life. We're not powerless, you know. We are not powerless. We are created in the image of our mighty God. I love that. He created us in his image. He blessed us with power. We're not weak individuals who can't do any better. If you have that mindset, yes, you will be that. But you are what you want to be. You are what you want to be. Stop trying to pattern your life after somebody else's. So when their marriage fails, you go, I hear people say that. I've seen it. I've read it rather, not hear it, but I've seen it. They say, oh, if their marriage failed, then what hope do I have? Y'all are out of y'all's minds. Y'all are out of y'all minds. They're human beings, flesh and blood, just like you and I. I don't care what title they got. I don't care if the whole world knows them. They are no better than you and I. And it's all about preservation within your relationship. Stop worrying about what other people are doing. It ain't none of your business. And people want to dictate stuff and speculate stuff and say these mean things. Y'all are terrible. Can you imagine if you and your spouse's relationship was in the public eye and everything y'all did and everything you said was recorded and repeated? And that becomes very difficult. People misconstruing what you said or what you meant. And then on that compounds the already complicated marriage in the first place, because all couples have complications in their marriage, right? So that stuff compounds it even more so. So can you imagine? And everybody always thinks that they can do better than somebody else. Well, I wouldn't have done that. He shouldn't have done that. She shouldn't have done that. Mind your business. Take care of your own house. The Bible says that, right? Wash the dishes in your sink. I'm making up stuff. I like that though. Wash the dishes in your own sink and stop worrying about somebody else's dirty dishes. Mind your business. How about that? And leave these couples alone. Pray for people. Because I think we all, deep down inside, we're all romantic. Because love is beautiful. But we expect love to be... we just want everything to be smooth sailing all the time. And it's just not like that. Because we are creatures of bad habits. And we have issues. And so, no, you're not going to have a smooth sailing relationship all the time. It don't work like that. You have to put in time and effort and work, communicate, laugh together, find things to do together that make you happy, and kiss, hug, those types of things soften you up toward each other, even when you're mad. Sometimes I get mad at my boo-boo and I just look at him and I want to kiss him because I love him. I don't know if he feels the same way about me all the time, but that's how I feel about him. But I do know that he doesn't like when we're at odds. We don't feel good when we're not in a good space. And so that's what makes the marriage worth it, because you do want to please one another and you want to put forth that effort to straighten things out and to fix it. Because we want to have a good vibe, We want to have good times with one another. We don't want that. You know how when you're mad at each other, it feels like something thick, some dark forces in the room. And it is dark forces in the room. Dispel them. Get them out of there. Be gone. I love you, boo. Let's fix this. Let's work it out. And sometimes that's easier said than done, especially when we feel like we're being overlooked in a certain area, or we're not being heard and we're not being respected. It's hard to swallow your pride and just let it go, right? But you have to do that on both ends. And then communication is definitely key. When you love the person, when you love who you're with, you're going to think about the things that they're saying to you, because their happiness is your happiness. You have to remember that we really are one. You are now one with that person. And nobody is to infiltrate your marriage. Nobody. And sometimes we like to talk to one another about what's going on in our marriage. And sometimes we offer too much information. But we have to learn to get to a point when you become mature, right? You understand that sometimes people are venting. They're not asking for advice. They just want a listening ear sometimes. And if you're a righteous person, that's the best person to talk to, because you know that it's not going to be spread. That person is going to go to the Lord in prayer on behalf of you and your spouse. So you have to know who to talk to. And don't just let everybody in on intimate details of your marriage. It's not a good idea. It really isn't. And stop worrying about what these stars are doing in their relationships. Mind your business. All right, family, I'm done. Be blessed and have a safe day. And peace, love, and blessings to you. I'm getting distracted. I'm ready to go and shop. I'll talk to you all another time. Bye-bye.